Welcome back. All right, news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Thursday. It is October the 9th. Tonight is the first busy night in the National Hockey League. 14 games on the schedule. Starting off at the top of the board, that is normally how these things work. Jonas Brodin is out tonight for Minnesota as expected. Nico Sturm, it's been revealed, is out 6 to 8 weeks. So Minnesota Wild are always dealing with injury issues, so it's not so bad that it's Sturm right now. And Brodin is close to coming back. So good news for Minnesota on that front. Alex Vlasic's expected to make his season debut tonight for the Chicago Blackhawks. That will likely make Del Mastro the scratch for the Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago playing against Boston, which looks like it should be a pretty entertaining game. I'm kind of looking forward to that one, to be honest. Boston looked good last night. Not necessarily entirely entertaining, but they got it done. And Chicago, they stayed in it with Florida. So Chicago-Boston could be fun tonight. NHL Edge claims that McDavid, I'm saying claims because it just seems odd. McDavid hit 24.61 miles per hour last night. His previous high they'd ever recorded, 24.19 miles per hour. So players getting faster. Going back to Chicago, people have already remarked about how Bedard looks faster. New skates, new blades, new techniques. No idea. But McDavid hits a new high. It seems a bit like it's odd that he's that much higher than the previous high, but it doesn't matter. I don't pay that much attention when it comes to the NHL Edge stats as it is. I don't know. The skating speed to me is just one of those things I don't pay that much attention to. Jack Roslovic signs a 1-year deal worth $1.5 million with the Edmonton Oilers. This was announced last night while I was watching the games. So Roslovic will join an Edmonton team that's in pretty good shape. I've seen comments already about Stuart Skinner. We need to pace ourselves when talking about Edmonton's goaltending. It's only game 1 of 82. There will be plenty of time to discuss goaltending at a later date. But yeah, adding Roslovic should help with their depth down the middle. Of course, Draisaitl last night reached his 400 goal mark, so I put the Draisaitl jersey on for this video. And Leon, key player obviously around the National Hockey League, and one of the big two in Edmonton. And nice to see him get his 400th goal. I think they said he's the 111th to reach 400 goals in NHL history. Brian Rust, a full participant at practice. He is not expected to play tonight. The starter will be Tristan Jarry. Jarry gets the starter for the home opener for Pittsburgh. So we'll see if it's a 1A, 1B situation, if they're going to keep alternating, or what's going to happen. Obviously, Jarry's play is going to decide that. If he has a really good game, then yeah, you can just start alternating between him and Shilovs. But we'll see how all that works out. Speaking of goaltenders, Kochetkov's injured. And there's no timeline for his return at this point. He's going to be evaluated tomorrow. So on Friday, he's going to get evaluated. We'll get a better idea for how long Kochetkov could be out. But this is bad news, obviously, for Carolina. Kochetkov, one of their top 2 goaltenders, along with Freddie Anderson. And so, yeah, that's the one thing with Carolina that I had concern with. But when I was concerned about goaltending and health, I was thinking more about Freddie Anderson, but here we are with Kochetkov. He's going to be out for a while. Ryan Strome is not with the Ducks on their 2-game road trip, so they're going to have to play without Strome for a couple of games. In previous seasons, I would have said I don't know if they have the depth to overcome that, but this is not previous seasons. The Ducks, I think, look a lot stronger now than they have in previous years. Strome just not with them for this 2-game road trip. Owen Power, Samuelson, Bo, and Benson are all expected to play tonight for the Buffalo Sabres. So that's mostly a full crew for the Buffalo Sabres, I do believe. I think it's Luukkonen is the one. Kesselring as well, I guess, still out. But yeah, the plan tonight is that Alex Lyon gets the start, and Ellis, who they just picked up on waivers, is going to be the backup. So Georgiev, who got waived, must not have impressed in camp for them to pick up Ellis and use him as the backup until Luukkonen is back. So Lyon will probably get a lot of starts. I wanted to say a lion's share of the starts, but I thought, no, don't say it, and then I messed up, so I said it anyways, so I apologize. It's a bad joke. It's a terrible joke. But Lyon will get a lion's share of the starts. I guess he always gets a lion's share, doesn't he? Because whatever he gets, that's his share. But anyways, for the Buffalo Sabres, another season begins, and I'm going to go ahead and be optimistic. Everybody's pessimistic. I might as well say, you know what? This is the year. get it done. Do it, Buffalo. I don't know who drops out of the playoffs. That's always the next question, but sure, why not? Why not Buffalo? Why not us? Maybe their posters around town should just be them shrugging, and the tagline be, "Why not? We could make the playoffs. Could happen." But yeah, so all the best to the Sabres as they get the season rolling. Gergenson's a former Buffalo Sabre, now a member of the Tampa Bay Lightning. He is out week to week. The good news, of course, being Tampa Bay's depth is always very good. Gergensons is purely a defensive forward at this point in his career. He only had 2 goals and 4 assists last season. He played every game. So Gergensons being out week to week means he won't play every game this season, and also means likely a minimum of 2 weeks when it comes to his recovery, but we shall see. Jonathan Toews is playing tonight for Winnipeg, so he was day-to-day with the idea that, tonight's opening night he'd be good to go, and here he is. He's playing between Nyquist and Chibrikov. So Chibrikov must have had a good preseason that impressed Scott Arniel, because he's going to play. He's going to play some minutes with Nyquist and Toews. This, of course, being the debut for both Nyquist and Toews as Jets. So that should be a fascinating matchup, shouldn't it? I also wanted to say we're only 2 days into the season, but one thing to keep an eye on, we did see some leads fall by the wayside last night. And one trend we've seen, especially early in the season, is comebacks. Comebacks quite common early in the season, and in recent years it feels like a 2 or 3 goal lead no longer is safe. I am old enough to remember when a 3-goal lead was about as safe as you could get. Those days are gone. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, if you're looking for a preview of tonight's 14-game schedule, I did that 2 days ago. I am still doing multiple days of previews at the same time. It makes it a bit easier on my side, and I think it makes for better preview videos overall. But anyways, thank you guys so much for all your support. Do hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. That being said, thank you guys so much for all of it, everything. Yep. I will talk to you again soon.